Hello friends and welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. This morning feels so sweet. We are kind of doing things a little differently. My kindergartner school is already out on Christmas break. They actually get like an extra week compared to all the other schools around here, including my preschooler whose school follows our local county school schedule, and so they still have this week that they are going to school. However, I help out with a lot of the social media and I lead the music and stuff at my 3-year-old's preschool. So today is Christmas craft day and they are doing all kinds of Christmas crafts. So I'm going in for about an hour and a half to like take pictures and create reels and do some things for social media, make some graphics for upcoming announcements, those kinds of things, just heading into the last few days before Christmas break. So my 3-year-old is still sleeping. It is almost 9 o'clock. Her school starts at 7:45. So I just sent the director a message and said, I think we're all probably just going to come together today versus me dropping her off, coming back home, and then me and my older daughter Rosie going. So all of that to say, I have one still sleeping. Nicholas got home recently from his night shift. He's taking a shower and getting ready to go to bed. My oldest Rosie is watching TV. Nicholas did bring me a biscuit, which I have yet to eat, but I'll get to that soon. I have been trying to get things done, one of which involved Rosie helping me because it's part of my husband Nicholas's Christmas gift. If you were here last week for the video where I was talking about what I've gotten my family for Christmas gifts, I showed you that I gotten him like a shower bag and it's canvas material, and I talked about maybe making it a little bit personalized, having our kindergartner write dad or daddy or I love you or something on it, and then I will go back and hand embroider over the top. So she did that this morning and it looks so sweet. She did her own creative liberties but still kept it simple enough to where it's not going to be like super difficult for me. I feel like this is at a weird angle. I'm trying to rush whenever I was setting this up because I don't want him to come out while I'm talking about it, and I also know that I'm gonna have 2 littles awake soon. So anyways, I'll work on that later. He'll sleep most of the day, so I have time, and then he works again tonight, so I can also work on it then. I am, however, working on a creative project that I try to save for after the girls go to bed, whenever I can do without interruptions. Just now you saw me assembling my daughter Annie's teacher gifts. I taught at this preschool the last 2 years, and last year when I was teaching pre-K, I had a student bring me a Valentine's gift like this with like a holiday themed tumbler and made it like into a bouquet, and I just thought that was the most precious thing. So now I do that for all teacher gifts all times of year. The struggle with this is that my 3-year-old has 3 teachers, so it's needed because they have a lot of kids in their classroom, and it was kind of just like a weird split with the different ages of who was registered for this school year. So it's definitely what's best for the school and what's best for the students. But when it comes to buying gifts for teachers, my kindergartner, I only bought 1 gift because she has a very small class size, 9 kids, so she only has the 1 teacher. My 3-year-old, I'm buying 3 teacher presents, so it's just kind of a different dynamic. But either way, I found these cups at Hobby Lobby yesterday. I've not been able to find cups that I just absolutely love, and so I ended up just having to go with these. Like, I don't love the water bottle style, almost like sippy cup idea, but I did love the pattern, and it's decent quality stainless steel at the right price. So I would have preferred, obviously, to have gotten like a 30-ounce Simple Modern brand or Stanley or something like that. And TJ Maxx had some of those, Walmart had some of those, but they either weren't holiday themed in the way that I thought her teachers would enjoy, or they were just not at the right price point. So like this one I think will go well for the teacher that's receiving it. I think she likes this style cup a lot. This was the only one at Hobby Lobby that I found in this pattern. But even if they had had more, I think the other teachers prefer a handle, which the other cups don't have either. But anyways, the struggle. I actually had a different idea in mind, and Hobby Lobby didn't have in store what they said they had when I looked online. So for Valentine's or Easter or end of school, I don't know, I'm probably just going to get some of what I'm thinking to have on hand because they make great thinking of you gifts regardless, and it's just really cute. So I'll share that at some point. I need to just order a bulk package of what I'm referring to on Amazon, and then I can share those with you as I make them all throughout the year for everyone that I know and love. So I need to clean up this flower situation. Oh, and these flowers I just got from Kroger. They were some of the like assemble your own, and the pine or cypress, whatever that is. Good morning, sunshine. My bed-headed baby. Hey, you coming? Say good morning.
Good morning.
Did you say good?
Yes.
Good. Oh yeah, you remembered. Okay, give me just a couple minutes and I'll come help you work that out, okay?
Okay.
That does remind me. I got these little straw toppers, which are seasonal and sweet, but they only fit on this one style of cup, so I ended up keeping the other two. Greenery. The greenery itself was like a huge bundle for $8, and honestly, like, that's not a bad price. I probably could have went out and found a pine tree around my yard and cut it myself, but simplicity, convenience, that was what it was. And then I got some red carnations, and then the little berry style I thought was festive as well. So that was all total, like, I think the carnations and the berries were $3 or $4 a piece. So I have now gotten 4 tumbler arrangements out of that, plus the large vase that I've kept sitting out on our desk in the living room. Love that. You can't beat it, you know? Very festive, very simple, very affordable. It goes a long way. So anyways, let's get this cleaned up, eat my biscuit, get my anti-bug situated, and I also in this video will be sharing some updates to our master bedroom. I know that you guys have heard me struggle with this for a long time because it is a closed-in carport. So I have some curtains coming that I'm going to be hanging up. I rearranged the bedroom last night for like the 1000th time, but I really, this time, you guys, I say it every time, but I really feel good about how it's coming together. And I am in a purging mood. Like, before Christmas, we are spring cleaning. We are Christmas cleaning. And yeah, so I'm just gonna take you along for some of it. I'm so glad that you're here.
Oh, you know. I'm just curious exactly what you're actually doing. You're just gonna crop it?
Would you like a piece of cheese?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Number one. Let's see, little white peeps. And number two is a coil circle.
Blue circle.
So we went to school. We had a great time doing all the Christmas crafts. Rosie bounced around from class to class depending on who was playing in the playroom and who was doing the craft, and I'm like, she's never going to want to go back to her big school. But it was a lot of fun. Then we got some lunch, went by the bank, just ran some errands, did some things, came home, had quiet time. I worked on something fun for a little bit, and then we went and played outside for like an hour and a half, and it's not all that warm. It's still like 40 something degrees, but compared to yesterday when the high was like 28, we took full advantage. We just came back inside a few minutes ago, woke Nicholas up, and they are working on our Lego advent calendar. My grandmother gave that to us, and it's kind of a booger, but we're trying our best to get through it because by Christmas it should all piece together and make a Christmas tree. However, right now we have some of the top pieces based on the picture. We have some of the bottom pieces, but we don't have like the middle, so we can't put it together as we go. It's just all kind of spread out across the little countertop that we made for our pantry shelves in the kitchen. Right now, while Nicholas is here and can like help if I fall off of a very tall chair, I have some curtains for our bedroom. We needed some 100% blackout curtains since Nicholas is now sleeping during the day. And our current curtains are like little cafe style and then just decorative long curtains on the sides. So I got these lovely white velvet curtains that are supposed to be 100% blackout. So I'm going to hang them really quickly, see how they do, see how I need to move furniture so that we can open and close them easily. And yeah, I'm excited. I know some people are probably like, there's so much white already in there, why would you add more? But this bedroom is such a catch-all that I am like going so minimalist in this room. I think that it'll help soften it up, and I think that it'll really just make it feel that much more luxe, and I'm excited about it. So let's do it.
Daddy, come here, come here.
Oh, we got all the pretzels lined up.
There you go.
Cool. You got your blankie? There you go. What's Mama say about that?
So just being laid out across the bed, they look like they are different lengths. They were packaged differently because we do have 2 sets of windows. I had to get 4 curtains, and so they were in a pack of 2, and each of the 2 packages were different. So they are also slightly different colors, I think, but it's almost like maybe one set was just a return. So I don't know. I'm gonna hang them and see. I don't think you'll be able to tell if, as long as they're with their pair, like if they're slightly different colors of white, because they're not super close together. Like one's on this wall, one's on this wall down here. So I'm not worried about that part, but the length is going to be a problem if they're not the same. So let's just get them up and see what happens. Okay, so I do like it. I feel like the wider panels, or maybe it's just thicker panels, like heavier in weight, add a lot to the space. I feel like they fit it better. There's very tall ceilings in here. Like I've said, this is closed-in carport, so I think the ceilings are like 10 feet tall, maybe. So I do like it. I think it's going to be challenging to open and close them, especially because they're both behind kind of like tables, like console tables or a lower dresser. So I may have to get some kind of those pull bars that, you know, like hotel curtains have on them. But ultimately I want this to feel like a hotel anyways. Okay, so not only is the color difference very obvious, let me turn this camera off. These to the floor. These about a foot above the floor. Okay, so the weight of them is different, the color is different, and the length is different, which means, oh, bummer, I will be sending some back. Honestly, the length of these is almost too much because they're so heavy. They don't really puddle nicely on the floor, but everything else about them is okay. So I'm tempted to keep those. And then the other though has got to go. It's more of a beige color. This one, the heavier one, is more of like a gray white, so it's okay. Man, that's disappointing. Well, I wanted a minimalist, and that's what I got because I ended up starting a return for all curtains that were sent. Purchasing new because same company, same brand. I liked what they sent me, the ones that were actually blackouts. I really did like those, but I did not love the length. Like I showed you, they were like puddling up on the floor, and they're so heavy because they're blackout that I didn't have a good way to lay them, and also it's really hard to clean whenever you have curtains that puddle on the floor. So I got some that were 6 inches shorter. Hopefully they'll send me the right ones. They're supposed to be here in less than a week. By Sunday night they're supposed to be here. So I hate it for my husband because now he still has to go another 5 days sleeping in daylight, and he said he did okay today, but he also didn't get in bed until almost 9:15, so he was very tired when he laid down. So hopefully we'll get it right this time. I should have known, like, Amazon is so overwhelmed right now. I would imagine that like curtains are not really top of their priority list. It's not really like a gift, you know, so it's more of a household item, and I don't know, they probably don't even look at those things, but it's like, who's buying curtains this close to Christmas? I don't know, just us. I need to figure out what I'm doing for dinner. We've been doing very simple dinners lately. I have some chicken thawing out, but I don't know that it's all the way there yet, so I have bacon and sausage, which is usually my go-to. We can make sandwiches or do breakfast for dinner, or yeah, I need to go to the grocery store to get some of our staple bread items like tortilla shells and loaf bread, those kinds of things. But I also have beanie weenies, which I don't know that my girls have ever really tried, or if they did, they didn't enjoy it, and it was quite a while ago. If you want to know the real cold-hearted, this is it truth, my 3-year-old's finishing a cup of ice cream right now. Oh, guys. Final dinner reveal. We have one piece of bread left. So I'm having half of a BLT. Be careful.
Not there too.
My house looks like I'm such a type B mom. And I'm not.
Up there.
She's just getting the Bible story. And then she's up and down, right? One had beanie weenies. The other had a piece of bacon and ice cream. And I guess she's gonna have a piece of bread, a hamburger bun or a hot dog bun. So anyways, cheers.
Here we are.
Yep, there you go.
Yes, I go in the middle. There's nothing.
Alright, so I had both of the girls in their room and bedtime done by 7:20, which is very rare for us, but this week in particular, we've been getting into bed at a decent time. I think we're all just tired from the Christmas crazy, so savoring this while I can. I feel like lighting is so weird right now. That doesn't mean that they won't come back out, but all of the routine is done. And so now we are settling in, hopefully. My littlest love has not come out, and the last couple nights that's been the case. She has been exhausted, so I hope that we're not trying to get sick or anything right here at the holidays. It's always a big fear, and there's a lot going around right now, so we shall see. If you are sick, or if your family is sick, I hope that you get better so very soon, because that's just crummy. It's supposed to be a fun time, you know? And if you are sick, I hope that you're still getting all the snuggles from your kids, or watching lots of Hallmark movies, or whatever it is that brings your heart joy, even if you aren't feeling at the top of your game. So I think I'm just going to finish this out by stitching very quickly this bag that my Rosie girl wrote on today. It shouldn't take long, and I don't need to put it off. And also, in a lot of ways, this has not been a super productive vlog. There were a lot of things that I had that I wanted to get done, mostly my curtains, but also like dinner, you know, that's a good thing. And we still ate. My kids weren't like left unfed. And it feels like I didn't cook much last night, but I did. I made nachos. It was just something easy, so it feels like I've not cooked in several days. And yeah, I don't know. You think of Christmas and you think of like homemade meals and cozy and gathered round, and that's just not really where our family is right now. Even just going, like, me about to embroider this makes me think back to vlogs that I did last year around this time, and how I was just making little like homemade hand embroidered decorations for our own Christmas decor, which I still cherish and love so much and am using this year. But I just don't have that, like, I didn't have any more time last year than what I have now, because last year I was working in the classroom. But I think I just didn't have, I had so much more creative interest in that way. Like, that was something that I really wanted to do, something that I really enjoyed doing. And so that's what I did. But this year, after I finish this, I'll be working on this other creative project, which is so close to the first stage of it being completed. I hope that by next week I can share it with you, because next week is Christmas Eve and Christmas, and what I'm working on right now is very specific to Christmas Eve. So I'm hoping that I can share it with you, that I can at least give you a little teaser for it. But for now, we're just gonna finish up with this Christmas gift and then settle in for an early, relaxing night in my minimalist bedroom. I'm so glad that you came along today. I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have, I hope that you will like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again next time. Have a great day, friends, and I'll catch you later.